I always pay 150 more taxes. Nothing changes. I always pay this amount. That is the worst way to pay for your taxes. And as I always say, you lose more than you think you save when you think you are paying for a flat fee for your taxes. Why? Hey, welcome to this new video of the Minute of the Taxes. If you're new here, my name is Roussel F, and this is the third video of the series of video about taxes during this tax season. Okay, this video series started 3 days ago, and it will be a daily video at 10 o'clock. So I'm so sorry for being a little late. We have a consulting with the customer that took longer than it was actually anticipated. Okay, so this morning we're going to be talking about one crucial question that every taxpayer actually should know. I know a lot of you guys have already filed your guys' taxes. Chances are that you pay for it, right? And of course, if there's a mistake that we make, we can actually know how to fix mistakes that we make. Because if you do the same mistake over and over, that is what is called being, don't know what to say the word, but if you make a mistake and then you realize that you make a mistake, just learn from the mistake and do better next time. So without further ado, the topic today, or the question, because we'll be answering question, okay? The question this morning, today is, how much should you pay for tax preparation fee? And this is important, and to me it's a big deal, okay? It's a big deal because there's no clear answer to this question. There's no clear-cut answer to this question, but there may actually be some guidance to direct you toward the right path to respond that question. Okay, so yeah, so I'm going to try my best to give you an answer according to me, and maybe a couple of other CPAs as well, tax professional. Okay, and tell you why is paying your tax professional this way is bad or good. That is what I'm going to share with you in a second. Okay, so basically the third main way that people will use to pay for their taxes, or professional will actually charge taxpayer based on those three main ways are the flat rate, right? Flat fee, flat rate, however you call it, which to me is the worst. I'm going to explain to you in a second. Then you have what is called variable fee. That means it changes according to how many documents are claimed in your taxes. Okay, so totally depending on how many schedule of form are claimed in your taxes. To me, it's much better than the first one. Okay, and then you have the third one, that is what is called basically function of your return. And I see that. I have seen people charging depending on how much the customer can receive, which is not the worst, but it's actually even illegal. And I'm going to explain in a second also. Okay, so those are the three main ways to pay for taxes, or to actually price the customer, because of course I actually mentor a lot of tax professionals. So this video also to help them. Okay, so without further ado, the first category of filing or paying for your tax return, every percent of people I will see is, okay, I always pay, I don't know, 250 for my taxes. I always pay this amount for my taxes. Okay, I always pay 150 more taxes. Nothing changes. I always pay this amount. That is the worst way to pay for your taxes. And as I always say, you lose more than you think you save when you think you are paying for a flat fee for your taxes. Why? That's sometimes the reason why when you apply for a loan, or sometimes even mortgages, they want you to be on the percentage. Okay, because they don't know what the outcome is going to be. They may want to offer you a 100,000 loan, then they end up with 300,000 or only $50,000. So they want to be on the percentage. So when you're on the flat fee, the thing that you are missing is that any tax professional, or most of them, they will actually give you a flat fee according to an expectation that they are going to find in your job. in your project that you are giving to them. Okay, if you have a one return, when they say flat fee of, let's say, $10, because they are planning that they are going to this, that, and that in your taxes. Okay, that is worse, because if they see that they have to work 2 more hours on your taxes to make you saving $5,000, they won't do it, because they know that you won't pay that extra fee that they actually put themselves on to actually make you claim $2,000, $5,000, or $10,000 more. Okay, it's a worse, because you as a tax professional, when you are taking a flat fee from someone, you are actually limiting yourself into providing a greater service, because the price that you are giving him is because you are planning that, okay, I'm doing it for 1 W2 or for 2 W2. Now the person has 10 W2. You are giving yourself more work. There's no way to actually change the price, because you lock yourself down yourself. Same thing for you. If you are just a taxpayer, you say you want to pay only $200. It means that if your tax professional sees an opportunity that will make you work, go above and beyond what you're supposed to do, he knows that you are not going to pay a different price. He will not do that. Okay? He will not do that. That's the reason why I say it's a worse way to pay for your taxes. Because you will never know the outcome most of the time. So people will say, yes, it's the same thing, the same thing. This year, for example, is not the same thing. One of the questions that comes is, did you receive your stimulus package or no? Did you, if you're self-employed, did you apply for unemployment? If no, you guys may actually know, because I advertise that here, that I can actually, or not me, it's possible to actually claim even the self-employment or unemployment for someone or a business owner, self-employed person who didn't collect the unemployment, but he was in a situation eligible to apply for unemployment, but he didn't apply for it. There's a way to do that. Of course, if you charge somebody a flat fee, do you really think that you are going to do that for him? If you know the person is not flexible, you have to show your tax professional that you are flexible enough to give it the room to claim everything he can possibly claim for you. And that's the reason why I'm saying it's the worst case when you ask somebody, how much do you charge? When he tells you a flat fee, you have to actually stay away from him. Somebody cannot tell you a flat fee. He doesn't even know what he's going to find in your taxes. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the next one. The next one is basically variable. That means it depends on how many schedule we find that we can actually claim for you. Okay, and most of the time, for every system, even when you go to TurboTax, as you are filing your taxes, you keep claiming stuff, your price increases, right? As you are filing, you claim 1 children, and then you claim that you have a house. That is Schedule E. That is going to claim your taxes. Your price is increasing. Maybe you saw it was free, right? But at the end, you find that it's $275. How come? Because every schedule that is claimed in your taxes has a price. Okay? That's the reason why the variable fee will be most advantageous for you guys, both of you, the tax professional, and actually you, the taxpayer, because you are confident enough that your tax professional will actually do the maximum he can, inquire, ask any question he can, do all the research to come up with all the tax credit or tax deduction that are eligible to you. And that is a win-win. Okay? So the third one, which is the worst, not the worst, but actually illegal, is that some people will say, okay, I got you $10,000. I get 10% of it. I get 20% of it. Or if I give you $5,000, can you give me this? Nobody, you should not accepting somebody doing that on your taxes. If you're a tax professional, it doesn't matter if your refund is only $1,000 or $10,000. If you are entitled to it, it's your money. It's not your tax professional money. Even though he makes up stuff in your taxes, it's still your money, because you are the one responsible for it. The IRS will audit you. You will be the one to pay penalty when they will discover it and start sending you letter. Okay? So you should not be accepting somebody to say, okay, I gave you $10,000, you give me, you actually know you're doing something that is not normal when you do that. That's the reason why I'm saying it's actually illegal. If you went to tax courses, you have a credential, you took some classes, you will know that you cannot charge somebody based on what he will receive. It's not a loan. When you are helping someone to receive a loan, you can actually say, okay, if you are approved for it doesn't matter the amount, I have 3% of it, I have 5% of it, because you actually don't even know what the person will be approved for. But you cannot say to somebody who actually got his money, they got his tax collected during the year, or he got his dependent to help you with the credit, and you say, oh, you have $10,000, so can I have 2,000 out of it? No, you cannot accept that. Okay, so those are the main 3 different ways of pricing. Okay, of course there may be 100,000 other different ways, but those are the main ones that we see. Okay, people coming and telling me. Okay, so but the way that we price is kind of like it doesn't fit into any of those. The way we price is actually very different, or maybe it's some way a combination of those. Okay, the best way, to my knowledge, for me, is to actually give the tax professional a range price. Maybe it's based a starting price, but most of the time the range. That means there's no confusion. There's no confusion between the tax professional and you. If I'm telling you it will cost $200, and I know that you cannot move to pay $250, even though I see that there's a way to claim $100,000 for you, I will not do it. And most of people will not do it. You have to show your flexibility with your CPA or tax professional. It doesn't matter at the individual level or the business level. You have to show that you're actually flexible to help him. Sorry. You have to show that you're actually flexible to give him the room to claim everything possible to him, to help you to get the maximum refund you are entitled to. It's actually the refund you're entitled to. It's just a matter of claiming it for you. But unfortunately, to claim some credit or deduction, you have to go through an additional extra work. You guys need to understand that. When I see people come and say, oh, I always charge that. So we charge the base price. You can say the base price is $200 to $400, for example, right? That means, and you can say according to your case, I think you may only be on the baseline. Maybe you should just be on the 200. You can be on, it doesn't, when you start the process, or when the tax professional start the process, if he sees an opportunity, because it is an ongoing process, before he gives you the price, he has not asked you all the questions. Filing taxes, well, it's about asking questions to customer. Okay? It's about asking questions. If during the process, he figure out there's a question that he needs to ask to see if he can claim this additional information to you, he's going to do that for you, because he knows that you may actually end up receiving a higher return, and he also knows that you may also be flexible to pay $25, which is the cost of maybe a schedule, any schedule that he put on your taxes, that help you paying less taxes or receiving higher refund. So yeah, that's the reason why I'm saying you guys need to make your tax professional being flexible, and you also need to be flexible when you actually sign a contract with a tax professional, a CPA, or an accountant for any tax services. Okay, so yes, so to me the best way to do is the base price. You can say my price starts from $175 to $400, depending on how many schedules I'm going to find your taxes. Of course, I can make you receiving 10,000 more, but I will not make you paying me a percentage of that 10,000 more. I will say, listen, a typical example was that 2 years ago, I have a customer who came to me. We filed a normal tax. He used to pay $200 for it. It was a simple taxes. Now he started to do Uber, and now his price changes, right? But when we start doing his taxes the following year, we noticed that he has a new car. I noticed he has a new car, and I asked him, okay, when did you purchase the car, and what's the make of the car and stuff? Once he gave me the answer, we were able to claim $2,000 more than what he was supposed to get. Okay, so at the end I told him, okay, it's gonna be $50,000 more than what I planned at the beginning. You say, why? But we agree on 350. How is it that now it's, I said, listen, yes, we agree on 250, but I saw an opportunity for you to actually make you claim. This is the system right here. We claim this environment-friendly cars. So there are this car that when you use it, it can actually make you receive a credit because it actually saves the environment. Those hybrid car or electric car, yeah, they are credit on that. I guess you were not aware of it. And maybe there will be a different session where we explain all of those credits that you can actually get without doing nothing at all. Okay, so I said, okay, it's simple. I went 1 extra mile to go there and create and file this form for you. Okay, we can just remove the form. Okay, we remove the form that we created because if you look at your invoice, you will see that form in your taxes. Can we remove it so you can just pay what you used to pay? After he's thinking, like, if I remove it, I'm saving $50, but I'm actually losing $2,000, right? So the best way was just to say, yeah, no problem, let's go with it. So most of you guys don't think about what you are receiving. You only think about what you are paying. You pay attention to what you are receiving. If you compare it to what you received last year, which is to me wrong. Yesterday's session, I was explaining how to know your taxes is done right. If you don't know how to know if your tax was done right, go back and watch the number 2 of this video series. You will get a better idea to know if your tax was done right or no. Today, I was just telling you how to actually pay for your tax fee. And the flat fee, just remove it out of your head because you are losing a lot. Until you consult with a different tax professional and CPA to actually do a review, now you may actually see what was actually available to you. Okay, give a room to your professional. What's the difference? Saving $50 or saving $25 because you don't want to get, I don't know, $5,000 tax saving or $2,000 tax saving? It's just up to you. Okay, so yes, this was a question that I have to respond for you. And if you have, of course, you can actually share on the comment what you think about what I say, or if you're a tax professional, share in the comment how you actually price your customer. But to me, we go price range. We tell you what it could be, the base price, whether it's a business, corporation, LLC, trust. We will tell you it will start from this. Okay. Of course, it could be the same price that we say we start from, because when you say start from, you have an estimate of what we can put inside. You don't even know what is inside that we put in your price. But you should be flexible and show your customer, your tax professional, that you are flexible enough to have him doing everything that he has to do. Okay? So until then, that was Roussel F, your tax professional, and this was the Minute of Taxes, a daily video that I'm going to be running for you during this tax season. Until then, see you tomorrow. Ciao.